Wow, an award statue! Oh, it's a Grammy.
Hey, don't throw your garbage down here.
The 2025 Grammy nominations are here, and there's plenty to unpack from the announcement in what has been a hugely eventful year for music. Beyoncé broke the record for most ever Grammy nominations at 99, but her country-flavored album Cowboy Carter has scored her multiple nominations in the country categories alongside Post Malone. Taylor Swift dropped her most panned album in a while and still got showered with nominations. Charli XCX's Brat got well-deserved love and attention from the Recording Academy, as did Chappell Roan, Sabrina Carpenter, and of course, Billie Eilish. Oh yeah, and Kendrick Lamar scored nominations in the major categories for a song where he calls Drake a pedophile. I'll go over each of the nominees for categories I actually know stuff about. So metal, country, R&B, tropical Latin, new age, opera, chamber music, and regional roots will not be talked about here. Nor will best recording package or best boxed or special limited edition package. Sorry, I know you all were really hoping I'd discuss those last two. Anyway, let's break them down. Beyoncé's Bodyguard immediately stands out as a weird choice for this category, at least from a commercial standpoint. But the other four nominated songs, Espresso, Apple, Birds of a Feather, and Good Luck Babe, are among the biggest pop songs of the year, whether on the charts or on TikTok. As much as Brat is a near-flawless pop album and Apple is one of its highlights, I still don't see Charli beating Chappell, Billie, or Sabrina in this category. I think it's down to any of those three, but I really don't know which one. But gun to my head, I'd say Sabrina Carpenter. Espresso is just too undeniable a pop song for me. If it was me deciding this category, I don't see how one wouldn't give this award to Chappell Roan's The Rise and Fall of a Midwest Princess. That said, knowing the Recording Academy, it'll probably be Tay-Tay. Each of these artists nominated here are ones I absolutely love and adore, so it's a bit like asking me to choose between getting burgers, sushi, pizza, barbecue chicken, or steak for dinner. But if I had to pick just one, the winner would be either Justice and Tame Impala's Neverender or Kaytranada and Childish Gambino's Witchy. Obviously, my Canadian and specifically Montreal bias will want Kay to take this one home, and there's a chance he could, but I'm not entirely sure who will actually win. For now, I'll put my money on Neverender, but it could also easily be Fred again.
Yeah, 360, when you're in the mirror, do you know what you see? When you're in the mirror,
Brat will win this one. We can move on. So much for the Grammys not nominating AI-assisted music. The Beatles' Now and Then is among the nominations here. On the whole, these nominees are rather uninspiring, with many of them being legacy acts. Therefore, I'd personally pick the most exciting name in that bunch by a comfortable distance, Idols' Gift Horse. Hockey fans might know it from the most recent Chell soundtrack. St. Vincent would be a good call here too, but this is almost certainly going to the Beatles. The nominations for the Best Rock Song category are basically the exact same, but without the Beatles and with Green Day's Dilemma instead of The American Dream Is Killing Me. Billy Joe and co will probably take that one home.
Name a woman! Name a woman! Name a woman!
Aside from the obvious lack of non-cis-het male representation in this category, I only see two albums deserving of this award, those being Fontaines DC's Romance and Idols' Tank. Of those two, Romance is the one I'm going with.
Suitcase, pants to the cleaner, cigarettes.
Definitely not the worst group of nominated songs here, but the clear standouts to me are Starburster and Bye Bye. I'd be happy as a clam if either one of those two took it. Some good albums here without a doubt, and great to see so many of them being by women, but I think it'll come down to one of St. Vincent, Kim Gordon, or Brittany Howard. But my money's on St. Vincent, given how many other nominations she has. I'm sorry, but holy crap, this is a weak crop of nominees. The only two albums with decent critical reception were Doechie's and Common's, and even then, Really? That's the best the Grammys could do? Even though it's competing against the future Metro Boomin track Like That, which ignited the Drake-Kendrick beef, I simply do not see how the winner for this isn't Not Like Us.
Trying to strike a chord and it's probably A minor.
Again, Not Like Us is almost certain to win here unless the Recording Academy goes with their quintessential legacy pick and gives it to Eminem's Houdini, which is also possible even if Houdini is a much worse track than Not Like Us.
This ain't Texas, ain't no hold'em.
The Fab Four's Now and Then immediately sticks out like a sore thumb among the more contemporary artists taking up the rest of the category. Beyoncé, Billie, Chappell, Charli, Kendrick, Sabrina, and T-Swift featuring Post Malone. Speaking of Post Malone, it's pretty damn shocking to not see his Morgan Wallen collab I Had Some Help nominated outside of the country categories. Since this category focuses more on the production of the Song of the Year category, which I'll get to soon, emphasizes songwriting, I'll argue in favor of one of Texas Hold'em, Birds of a Feather, or 360 as being deserving of this, but I fear this will be Fortnite's category to lose. Taylor Swift could make an album entirely from her own farts, and the Recording Academy will still let her sweep the major trophies. Many repeat nominations here: Texas Hold'em, Birds of a Feather, Good Luck Babe, Not Like Us, and Fortnite. But we also see Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars's Die With a Smile, Sabrina Carpenter's Please 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 instead of Espresso, and Shaboozey's A Bar Song. I personally find the latter song incredibly irritating and therefore should not win. Gaga and Bruno would also be an uninspired choice. It honestly could be any of Beyoncé, Billie, or T-Swift, as much as I'd love to see Chappell or K-Dot win it. I need to make this abundantly clear to the Recording Academy. Stop nominating artists who are objectively not new for Best New Artist. Khruangbin, as much as I love them, have been a popular band for the past decade now. The Grammys nominating them here is tantamount to them saying, "We're sorry for sleeping on you" back in the days of The Universe Smiles Upon You and Con Todo El Mundo. Aside from Khruangbin, there's Benson Boone, Shaboozey, and Teddy Swims, none of whom I care for. Doechii is one of the more exciting rappers we've seen come around lately, and Ray is a hugely talented artist in her own right, but I don't see either of them winning here. It'll come down to Chappell and Sabrina, and I could easily see either one winning it. That said, Chappell Roan's rise to superstardom has happened almost overnight. She's one of the most talked about artists on earth right now, and my money's on her winning, even despite her own hopes that she'll lose. Two nominees immediately stand out for me here: Andre 3000's ambient flute album New Blue Sun, and Jacob Collier's Jessie Volume 4, just like how Jessie Volume 3 was nominated for Album of the Year 4 years ago. But as technically gifted as Jacob Collier is, I could not name you a single one of his songs with him as the lead artist, and his albums have also not been very well received critically. The Recording Academy frankly needs to stop making Jacob Collier happen.
It's not going to happen.
Aside from that, we have Beyoncé, Billie Eilish, Chappell Roan, Charli XCX, Sabrina Carpenter, and Taylor Swift. Obviously, I think either Cowboy Carter or Brat should win, while I don't see Chappell or Sabrina taking it as they're both still relative rookies. That said, given the Recording Academy's storied history of giving black artists the cold shoulder in major categories, I imagine it'll either be Hit Me Hard and Soft or the Tortured Poets Department. One last note to the Recording Academy before I end this video. Stop nominating Chris Brown for things!